It started on a Saturday morning in a quiet apartment complex somewhere in the city. Voices were rising, doors were opening. Someone had been caught. A young woman, Amma, was pulled out of a man's flat, her hair scattered, her makeup smudged, her face pale with fear. A neighbor's wife had walked in and found her with her husband. Phones were already out. "Live stream it," someone shouted. "Post it on Twitter. Let the world see this disgrace." Amma stood in the middle of the compound, surrounded by neighbors, some shouting, some recording, some just watching. She didn't speak. She couldn't. Her eyes were fixed on the ground. A middle-aged woman screamed, "These girls of today! No shame at all! She should be arrested!" Another added, "Let's see what the community elders will say about this. Isn't this why marriages are breaking?" Soon, the estate chairman and a few church elders arrived, Bibles in hand, ready to handle the matter, spiritually. "We all know what the scriptures say about adultery," one of them began, loudly. "This is a sin worthy of judgment. She must face the consequences." Then someone said, "Call Mr. Quasey. He always talks about grace and God. Let's hear his take." Mr. Quasey, a calm, respected counselor in the community, walked slowly into the compound. He looked around, the phones, the angry faces, and finally, at Amma. He walked past the elders, past the crowd, and crouched beside the dusty floor. Then, using a stick, he began to draw slow circles in the sand, silent. No one knew what he was writing. When he finally stood, he looked at the crowd and said, "Whoever here has never done anything wrong, be the first to judge her." The compound fell quiet. A man who had been shouting lowered his phone. An auntie who was recording stopped. Someone quietly stepped back. One by one, the crowd began to leave. No words, no judgment, just silence. Amma was still standing, shaking, hugging herself. Mr. Quasey stepped closer and asked softly, "Where are the people who wanted to shame you?" She looked around, confused, then whispered, "They've all gone." He nodded. "And I'm not here to shame you either. But please, don't go back to that life. You're worth more." Tears ran down her face. But for the first time that morning, she looked up. And in that moment, she didn't see shame. She saw hope. She saw that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't the end of her story. She nodded slowly, not to him, but to herself. Then she turned and walked away, not in disgrace, but in grace. This story is inspired by John 8, 1 through 11. No matter what you've done, your Father in heaven does not condemn you. He calls you to freedom, to grace, and to begin again.